Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Size Queen Society podcast. I am your host, Adreena Winters, and I'm excited to have the Shadow Dimitri with me today. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having
me. So I have shot with you quite a few times now. I'm sad I only recently discovered you, but yeah, you're definitely up there with some of my favourites. So I'm excited to have this chat with you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So I am just going to go straight in with a really blunt question and ask you, how big are you?
If I had to guess, I'd say about 9 inches.
9, okay. So yeah, for me, like my minimum requirement is like 7. So yeah, this is why I enjoy you, because I'm like 9. So this is 9, just in case anyone's not familiar. It is really good. You do have a very nice penis. It's good. It's good.
It's not let me down so far, so I'm grateful.
And I would ask you your girth, but if you don't know your length, then you're probably not gonna know girth. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
You're giving me homework to do, though.
Yeah, go measure it. Report back. So how/when did you realise that you are blessed with a large penis?
It's actually the opposite. I always thought I wasn't. Again, I was growing up with the porn stars of Mandingo and and thinking, oh God, I am nowhere near that. So
they're like what, 12, 10, 10 plus anyway.
So watching them, before I knew about the averages, I literally thought, yeah, it's nothing to. Hence probably why I didn't measure it, because it was like, oh, it's not like that, so I don't need the humiliation.
So like the average is like 5, so yeah, you're well above average.
Well, which is appreciated, because it's only when I started getting in the industry and realizing people go, oh, it's huge. I'm like, really? Compared to those guys? But I'll appreciate it. It's actually been fun.
Yeah. It always, but like, you're not the first person to say that they didn't realize. I guess it's all relative and just your experiences. Yeah. So what kind of reactions do you get?
I think also because I'm a grower, not a shower.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like when I come on set, it's like, oh, it's just regular. And then it grows, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know which I prefer, like the ones that are just like, you can just see like, that is it, but then it doesn't grow, or whether I like the like surprise of like, ooh, I'm not sure what my preference is, a shower or a grower. So have you ever met any women that can't take it?
Yeah, quite a lot. I've even had some performers meet me in private and go, look, it's been a while, can you please just take it easy? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So it's always that whole trying to make it look like you're going all the way in, but I started learning some tricks of the trade.
Yes. It also does look kind of better on camera if you're not going balls deep, because if you've got like 9 inches of dick and it's all hidden inside a pussy, then it could well just be a 1-inch penis. Like,
yeah, agreed. Actually, agreed. It's actually more of a show, kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. How about like personally? Do you get any women that like, oh no, nope. Not can't take it.
Again, because it grows. So I'm lucky enough that even as it's slowly getting hard, it's adjustable. People get used to it before it actually gets fully like ready to go. Then they've kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah, and you know what you're doing with it as well. Like, it's not like you just balls deep, like full thrust. Like,
yes, that would be ambulance.
Cervix smashing. Yeah, no, you're very, very good. Very, very good. Is there any? I asked this question to women about that, like big dick, to see if they know, if they can tell a woman if a guy has a big dick. But can you tell if a woman's going to be into big dick?
I can tell genuinely, because it's going to sound very weird, but like the pussy gives you the signs. It's like you start noticing that you're getting drawn in more. Yeah. That you literally feel like the pussy is pulling you in more. It gets a lot wetter. It's like there's little subtle things. And obviously, if you're good at reading body language, you can see when someone's enjoying themselves or when they're just gritting their teeth and bearing it. So,
Yeah. So actually, I feel like it's bad as a woman. I've only recently been doing some research on like the vaginal canal, and like just day to day, it's like 4 to 5 inches. But yeah, when it's excited, it like expands and accommodates more. And I feel like that's like with a big dick, I just feel like that's unlocked. Like you've got the initial like 4 or 5 inches, and then if I'm really into it, like it's just like, oh no, you're allowed all the way up in here.
Yeah, like, it's like an exclusive members club.
Yeah.
Like only certain people can get to this part if I like you. So
yeah. Cool. Have you ever run into issues publicly? So I've had guys before sort of say like the dick print can be a bit of a problem.
Unwanted bonus, yeah. Oh God, I got so many of those stories. Yeah, it's one of the things that it's embarrassing and it takes a while to get your head around it. Like you're on a bus and it's hard and you're walking down and people are looking at you like some sort of weird pervert with a bulge and you're like thinking, look, I promise you.
But do they think you're a weird pervert, or are they like, oh my fucking God, that's
depends
huge
on the context.
Yeah.
Because I've been to certain parties and the unwanted boner has gotten the response, and I've been to places where they're like, oh dude, and especially some guys get a bit put off when another guy is like in a room with them, and you know, again, you could be like nothing sexual at all, and it just decides, hey, you know what?
Hi.
I'm just gonna wake up. I just want to see what's going on, and it meerkats its way out.
Oh.
Yeah. So it can be a bit traumatizing, but lately I've gotten used to it, and I just be like, okay, look, it is what it is, or I try and do the pin-up technique, or whatever.
Oh, you tuck it under the waistband.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a godsend. Many embarrassing moments.
I think it was Logan I've spoken to before. He's been in an elevator in like a very official like business situation in like a nice like trouser with 2 women, and ended up like noticing that they were having a discussion about his dick print. Like
that's I've been victim to that. The gym is another one.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're working out, and then before you know it, if you're wearing any kind of sweats or grey joggers,
yes, please do.
It shows.
Yes, it does, and I'm very grateful for that. So it's a question that I ask all the women. I'm like, grey sweatpants, and they're like, yes. It's
like, why that particular colour?
I don't know, but it really does just cling beautifully.
Okay, I'm not going to complain.
We appreciate it. We like it. Do not hide it. So I just have a couple like little short answer questions. If you could be smaller, would you?
No, I think I'm actually quite happy with it, because again, if I was a shower, I think I would really not like it, because it limits what I can wear. I'll be always self-conscious about it. For things like this industry, it's perfect. But on your social day-to-day thing, it draws unwanted attention. So, but I just like the fact that when I'm ready to go, then it's impressive. When I'm not, it's like
interesting. Okay. And do you think big dick energy is a thing?
No, I just think it's definitely not a thing. And those that follow that kind of rhetoric, it's kind of funny, because I just see it as you're either confident or you're not, whether you got big dick or small dick.
But see, I feel like guys with a big dick just kind of have like a very understated confidence. Like they just, for me, that's what big dick energy is. If a guy's just, to me, you do have it, because you don't try too hard. Like you're very just naturally just confident and just handle yourself very well. And I'm just like, yes, it's good.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take it.
Cool. Well, yeah, this was just a quick little podcast, little bonus. So, is there anything you particularly feel like you need to add, or?
I always wanted to know, because I've heard sometimes people say pretty dick. What constitutes a pretty dick? Like, what do you look for?
So I do a lot of dick ratings on my OnlyFans, and there are some really unattractive penises. Really, really, really gross. So I think there's several things I dislike. I dislike when it's really dry looking, like, oh, no, that's not good. When a guy, you can just tell they've just done nothing but jerk off like their entire life and it just looks a bit sore and just like, that's not a good look either. For me, proportion is everything. Like, I like you can get guys with like huge balls and then like a really tiny penis, or like a big dick but then really tiny little balls, and like that can be a bit unappealing.
Okay.
So just good proportions, just well looked after. I think that helps.
Okay, another question. I just wanted to. This is just for my own shits and giggles.
Yeah, go for it.
Circumcised or uncircumcised for you? What do you prefer?
So I think in England we're much more used to uncircumcised. In America, like it seems like almost everybody is circumcised, and when they see a non-circumcised dick, they're just like, ugh, what's that? Yeah. And like I hear really weird stuff from Americans, like, oh, British people have bad teeth because they suck uncircumcised dick, and there's like bacteria and like what?
Seriously?
Yeah, like that's a thing.
Oh my god.
So for me, I think I like to please, and I generally think that if a guy isn't circumcised, there's less of a friction problem. Like, you know, I feel like, whereas if there isn't, then I just need to make sure everything is exceptionally lubricated all of the time, because there's like less give. But I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's a contributing factor.
Unfortunately, I didn't have a choice in the matter. I just said, hey, guess what? You're circumcised. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess you wouldn't remember having foreskin to know if it felt differently or not. But I don't have like a personal preference visually. I just think to being able to please, I feel like it's easier to please if there's not. But I think I know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
But I feel like if a girl doesn't, and she's just like got a dry hand, and she's just
God, there is nothing worse.
Yeah.
Oh my God, an over enthusiastic amateur is the most painful thing ever.
Whereas I feel like if you had a foreskin, there's a little bit like it's more forgiving. But yeah.
Agreed. Oh, God, I'm having flashbacks. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. It's shriveling up as we speak.
The horror.
Oh, bless you. Do you have any more questions for me?
We'll be here all day. I can fire thousands.
Let's go for one more, and then we'll wrap it up if you have one.
Okay. Has there been? How do you power through? Are you very quick to tap out when you're like, oh, I think my limit, I'm going to tap out, or do you kind of brattily stay in and just power through when someone is noticeably large?
I think it depends on my mood and if I'm enjoying it or not. Like if I'm having a really good time and we have really good chemistry, then I will like Richard Mann, he's fucking huge and he will fucking go for it. And I enjoy the challenge almost, like I like that. But if I'm just not really into it and they're just hurting me, I'm like, okay, I'm over this.
What about dirty talk? Do you like guys engaging in it, or do you prefer them to be silent?
So this is a weird one. I always watched porn on silent because I didn't want to be caught. So I've just never really developed that kind of verbal thing, and I find it puts me off if they're not saying something I like. It just puts me off. So
what kind of things don't you like? What kind of things like, nope, you've just said the wrong thing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really like being humiliated or like any of that kind of like derogatory stuff. So if someone's calling me like, I don't know, a bitch or whatever, I'm like, it doesn't. But I know a lot of girls that love that and that they really, really, really get off on it. But no, for me, I'm just like, just love me, just be nice to me.
So like positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, there you go, top tip there. Cool. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you guys for listening. Feel free to drop me a tweet at SQS podcast, or email me at hello@sizequeensociety.com. And as this is my first time having a guy on the show. I absolutely want your feedback, so please do drop me some messages and let me know what you think. And go check out Dimitri. Like, what drop your socials. What are you? Where can people find you?
On Twitter, I am Shadow Dimitri 1, and on Instagram, I'm the Shadow Dimitri.
Ooh, okay. Well, there we go. Thank you so much for this. And yeah, everyone go check him out. I highly recommend. Bye.
Bye-bye now.